Let's get right to T-Pain versus Drake.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
As soon as I find my little where's the
You got the ass, nigga.
yo?
What?
I don't know. He thought he was crazy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was nuts. man.
Okay, got my little wire
They
here.
got a charger in his ass.
T-Pain. Oh, oops. All right, T-Pain versus Drake. Here
thing
we
I learned
go.
from Drake. And here's the crazy thing. One thing I learned from Drake, but one thing he hasn't followed his own words.
Mm-hmm.
Drake said, I want to be one of them people that gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I've ever since said, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all when I drop. Don't worry about it. I'll just drop something. Let me know if you heard it. Drake is like, no, listen. Okay, I got another one. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Y'all didn't like that one? Okay, real quick. Just one more. Let me try one more. And then he's the person that he said, he didn't want to be. And I learned that from him. Like when he said that, I want to gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I was like, you know what?
Lose your mind.
I'm out this bitch.
This is live shows now.
I'm out this motherfucker. I'm not trying to impress y'all niggas. Y'all niggas don't give a fuck if I live or die. Why the fuck would I keep trying to impress y'all niggas? I'm out. I'm done. I did everything that I was trying to do. I changed the game. I made a sound. What else? What else?
You literally can't. It's only even if you make a hit today.
It won't even. It's just normal.
Yes.
It's just normal. It's like, yeah, that's okay.
Well, shit.
Cool song.
That's what T-Pain had to say.
And Drake responded with a tweet, right? Lose your mind.
No,
Instagram comment, I
tweet.
believe. Instagram comment.
With a tweet.
He was on Facebook.
I thought it was a tweet.
Read it.
My bad.
Let's hear it. Drake said what?
Drake said, this guy always had resentment for me. You can hear it every time he speaks on my name.
I don't know if I hear resentment there.
Well, but it could be if he's saying like every time this dude say my name is something negative, he could just have a thing against me and he's never going to speak positive of me. Basically, take whatever he say with a grain of salt because it's coming from a place of resentment.
Before we get to the resentment part, what did you guys think of T-Pain's assertion?
I disagree. I think that he got kicked out. If he would have just left after getting your ass whipped by Kendrick, then you get kicked out. You didn't leave under your own terms. You didn't leave under your own. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's scratching and clawing to get back into an industry that he want to put some more music out and redeem himself. So I think the way he going about it is what he got to do. And especially if you're not getting no push from the label, because a couple of them songs that he put out wasn't that bad. We came in here and played like two of them that weren't that bad. That if he would have been getting his normal Drake buzz and his normal Drake push, they might have went. You know what I'm saying? I think now he's scratching and clawing to get back into a mainstream.
I mean, he's mainstream right now. Nokia is a hit.
I said favorite. Oh, that's
Nokia is a hit.
It is.
You're not gonna be outside and not hear Nokia.
I don't really
Not
like this
possible.
song.
It's a hit just by.
It's a hit, but
like
I-
I now listen to the radio. I never used to, but now I just want to hear what's going because we know how radio works. So now I'm paying more attention to that. Nokia is a hit.
Yeah.
It's undeniable. That
I don't like
record-
the song, but I get it. But I still don't think he's being looked at like Drake. I think he needs a couple more. Well, you know what I'm saying? Slaps to get his oomph back.
Personally, even prior to the Kendrick, I came in here. I didn't like his previous projects. I thought he was kind of in a slump anyway. But as far as the leave without being kicked out shit, he don't ever have to leave.
Well,
I don't even like that argument.
We came in here and talked about the fact that it seemed like he needed to take a break. He needed to take a self-imposed kind of hiatus, which he wasn't doing. And then we discussed, what responsibilities he might still have with the label, which is why he's not taking a break. But before the beef even started, we were kind of like in consensus up here that he should take. And I think that's I think that that's what he's talking about here. Not a permanent leave. Just like there was a point in which you.
Respectfully to T-Pain, you've never made it to the level where Drake is. A lot comes with that. And sometimes those who hit that level want to stay there. And anybody else know, once you take a break, somebody else take your spot. So that's why I looked at Drake's discography from 07, 08. He ain't went maybe 10 months without dropping something. I'm talking about a project, whether it be a mixtape, the More Life was considered a playlist album. He don't go too long without a drop. Every year, it may not all be albums, but he's been very, very, very continuous, dropping music, and that's what consistent. Excuse me, that's what helped him get that run and stay there. So to him, it's like, yo, I want to be number one on all the charts. I want to break all the records. I don't care about what if y'all think the music ain't the best music quality in the world. I want to stay at number one and outrun everybody. And to do that, I have to be current because they don't give a fuck about what you did last month.
Your graceful exit. Graceful exit never said I was exiting with all of the people I came with and all the people I acquired along the way. I get it that there are, let's call it 25% of people that view Drake differently out after that battle. Even if you want to up that percentage to 35, let's call it 65, 35. 35 people that may view Drake differently. If Drake loses 40% of who Drake was, then nigga, that's still Drake, and you still got to deal with him. He's still gonna sell records.
I don't think the number's that high, by the way.
I don't think so either. I think they fickle.
Yeah, in terms of actual, like I'm going to listen to or purchase or go to a show or whatever, I don't think that probably impacted.
I don't think he budgets for him really.
The battle, yeah, I don't think so.
He's 100% seen differently by
for sure.
people.
True, bro.
The perception might be different.
He's perceived
Perception is different on him.
That's because
but he's still him.
He hasn't dropped that Drake hit.
When he drops the Drake hit, damage was done. I don't want to get back into last year.
Yeah.
Damage was done.
I agree.
With that said,
significant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that said, he's still Drake. He's still gonna sell records. He's still gonna be number one. Niggas are still gonna listen. He's still gonna tour. He's still gonna create his own path because, like I said, nobody's been at this level. On the flip side of that, niggas that hate you are gonna hate you. Right. And there's nothing you can do about that. So if that's T-Pain, if that's me, if that's whoever it is, and that impacts their commentary, then I don't want to hear Drake respond every time he thinks somebody is saying something out of shade. If you want to do it, cool. But nah, he should be on a mission right now. And this is coming from, I think the 21 album is fire. I think the Party album is fire. Like, I call him on a little lightweight run. It ain't the Drake run that we know it to be.
Drake, yeah, it's
it ain't the Drake run we know it to be. Because he's doing all this Playboy Cardi, all this other. It's just this. He's in a listen. Let people design.
I think he's fighting to have something stick to the wall.
If nothing sticks to the wall, he's still Drake, and you got to deal with him.
I don't think he thinks that.
Well, that's different.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's different.
I think he want to come reclaim his spot. And I'm not mad at that. I don't think if that's how he feels internally, then who the fuck is T-Pain to tell him ride off into the sunset?
Yeah, I don't know if creatives,
Outside everybody saying that.
Creatives or musicians specifically can have to ever feel like they need to retire. They rarely don't.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
we got rumors of Jay-Z having an album coming.
Right.
Like,
yeah, but there's
makes
something
sense.
to be said for how you retire.
True.
Like a Kobe retirement is still a Kobe retirement, and it's reserved for the greats. And Drake
that's
is a
who.
great.
So we're talking about
Yeah, but
arts.
Yeah.
We talk Father Time plays a part in the Kobe retirement.
But how you're
Father Time don't play a part in Drake retiring.
But
Drake
I
don't have to retire.
No, I think you're talking about the perception of the retirement.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about that. So if Drake sailed off into the sunset on his own terms, he can give you one album every 4 or 5 years, right? By all intents and purposes, he's retired, right? And he just come out.
if he changes his
Jay-Z's
output,
retired.
Yeah, that would be
Okay, if he changes
that's
his output,
Got it.
that would be
That's
retirement.
ideal.
But he's
Yeah.
very much active.
yeah, that's the thing. He's still out here.
He's nowhere near retirement from what it seems if I'm
all.
just reading the tea leaves. And when he decides to retire, there will be the parade down 34th Street.
I think so.
It ain't many rappers active right now that's getting a parade. I know all of y'all think that your shit don't stink. All of y'all ain't gonna get a farewell. It's like Draymond told fucking Paul Pierce, nigga. You ain't Kobe.
A lot of times, a lot of rappers are the last one to find out that they retired
Yeah,
too.
when Paul Pierce
That's
last
true,
season, that game in Boston in Golden State. At the free throw line, Draymond was on the bench saying, "You ain't Kobe. We ain't jacking this whole retirement. You're not getting that from us."
New Joe Budden.